Hey everyone, I'm back again with another video, and this is a two-story video, so be sure to stick around for the second story as well. The first one is titled, Wife Cheated a Year Ago, but I Can't Get Over It. Let's get right into it. My wife and I are in dire need of some advice. Let me make this as short as possible without leaving out any key points. Last year in September, my wife cheated on me with someone at work. I had a feeling since the first day, and in 3 different occasions I told her that if something was up, or if she was seeing someone else, to tell me to avoid any conflict. All 3 times she said no, everything was fine, and that I felt like that due to the lack of not seeing each other as much. Let me mention that I worked graveyard shift and she worked in the daytime. We have 3 kids, but at the time we had 2. I would get out after working all night and go home to watch the kids up until the time she got home, then sleep for 3 or 4 hours to do it again. Her affair lasted 1 month, September to October, but from then till the end of the year she would still message him, call him, or search him up on social media. I found out she was cheating when one day leaving to work I reached out to grab my jacket that was next to her phone, and she blocked me to prevent me from grabbing her phone. I noticed this and snatched it and went to the restroom and locked it. There was nothing, but I played a part and asked who that was and that I knew. She then told me that it was her friend from work and it was nothing, he just wanted to talk to her. She always kept it at a friend from work, but I'm a tech-savvy guy and I did so much to find out more. After 2 months, I found out on my own that she had intercourse with him. She only knew him for 3 days before they started to date, and this was all during her work hours. She wouldn't have intercourse with me for that month, always using excuses of being tired. I could sit here and say all of the things she did, but I prefer not to. Anyhow, after I found all this out, she finally told me everything, or at least what she says it's everything, and I honestly did not want to have intercourse with her or even kiss her. This lasted for a few months. Then, when we did, she got pregnant and I had doubts of it being mine, not because she gave me signs of cheating again, but just the fact that she had cheated and I felt so awful. Our son was born on December 20th, and it's definitely mine. Where I need advice is here. It's been a little more than a year, and I can't seem to love my wife how I used to, and I can't seem to stop hurting for what she did. I honestly turned to drugs because of what happened, and I'm currently working on it, but as to our relationship, don't know where to start. She has been trying for the whole year, even if I haven't. And the first comment says, this marriage is dead. You just need to find the courage within you to bury it before the neighbors, relatives, and especially the kids start noticing the smell. I can't even begin to describe the horror story that is going to be for these children to grow up in such a home. Do not stay for the kids, leave for the kids. And the OP replied, that is one of the reasons that I honestly back down or turn away from divorce. I love my kids and I'm not perfect, but I would do anything for them. Even stay with her so they can be happy, and I know it's not the best option, but I always hated or disliked the fact that divorce takes a toll on the children and I would hate to do this to them. And a commenter replied, as a kid my parents fought a lot. It was terrible. I begged them to divorce when I was 5. They never did. They used your excuse. It had definitely a very negative toll on me. They thought they did good for me by staying married, but I can guarantee you they didn't. So stop using this as an excuse to stay. Staying together is only good for the kids if your relationship is good. And the next comment says, separate, do therapy, work on yourself first, then you can come back and decide if you want to divorce or stay. Is she remorseful? And are you in marriage counseling or individual therapy? And the OP replied, she says she is, and she's trying now, like she cooks my favorite dishes more often, or little things like that, but I get this feeling that once I forgive her, it'll be back to how it was. No, we're not in counseling, and I honestly don't know why. And the commenter replied, maybe you should try to go into therapy. If 1, you have the fear she might do it again when you forgive her. Then there are some underlying issues that need to be addressed, or they might be harmful to you and your kids and your marriage when they come out. Therapy is good, in that you will know when your marriage came to an end, at least you tried, and know where to fix it in the coming future. And the OP replied, yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't want to just throw my marriage away, because I know I haven't tried to fully re-engage in this marriage, and I know I would think of what could be that I could try again. And our next story is titled, Serial Cheating Wife. please be sure to drop a like if you haven't done so already. Let's get right into it. Last November, I finally got the courage to check her phone. There were warning signs all over the place. I ignored them for a long time. I'm not a jealous or controlling person at all, but I deserve to know what was going on. We lived together for 14 years. I have raised her daughter as my own since she was 18 months old. I also have a 20-year-old daughter that lives with us. I found messages from 3 guys that she was having varying levels of affairs with. I probably would have found more, but I was nearly caught going through her phone and I wasn't ready for my life as I knew it to end at that moment. I took pictures of the messages and noted the guys' phone numbers. I went to work that morning and called each of her affair partners to get their side of the story. I would have confronted my wife first, but she lies and gaslights her way through life, so I needed more information. I stayed calm and appealed to them to give me the truth man to man. As expected, she lied and minimized each of these situations. She still won't admit to the fact that I have in her own writing, I haven't shown her all of the messages I have. She immediately cleaned all of her phone/computer messages so I could not review them further. Here we are a little over a year later. She is deep in therapy and has been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. We live in separate bedrooms for over a year, but have recently began sharing a room together. Her healing journey has completely drowned mine out. We haven't worked on us because she only has bandwidth to work on her. One of the effects of her disorder is that she's never happy or satisfied with me or with anything. She hates her car, her job, our house, the decorations. Whenever we fix one thing, she just finds another. In the meantime, I'm in no rush to leave, but I need to know how to feel good about my relationship again. How do I feel proud of it after what I've been through? How do I feel proud of myself? I didn't deserve any of this. But after writing it out like this, maybe the answer is clear. How did you know it was time to leave? And the first comment says, why are you the one tasked with caring for this woman who is innately dysfunctional and unable to be in a marital relationship? Why do you have to save her? You need to get some counseling for codependency. Don't waste your life on a person whose wiring is flawed. There's no cure for personality disorder. This isn't like schizophrenia or bipolar/depression. There is no pill for BPD. She will destroy you. She will never be normal. And another commenter says, exactly, he needs to save himself from her. She won't change and will go back to cheating. Been there, done that, and walking away is the best option. When you catch them cheating with multiple men, it's 1,000,000% game over. Happened to me. And the next comment says, I understand that there are some situations where reconciliation is possible, but this isn't one of them. First you said she never admitted to cheating. You can't reconcile if she can't even do that. How do you even begin to trust her again when she never stopped lying? All the therapy in the world won't do her any good if she still can't admit she's wrong. Next is that you should be focusing on your healing before you even talk about you guys as a couple. But you aren't even doing that. Unfortunately, it sounds like you are sweeping things under the rug. It's really sad that you would allow that because it shows that you have so little respect for yourself. The truly sad part is that you will stay, and she will do it again and again. She will destroy you completely mentally, and you're just going to have to accept it. All in the love, but when the love is clearly one-sided, I don't think you can consider it love at this point. It seems more like an obsession. OP, good luck. Hopefully you realize you deserve better and leave. However, your post clearly shows that you will stay and only misery awaits. And the next comment says, from what you wrote, there is no way that you can feel good in that relationship again. She cheated on you, and until today, she didn't even say that she did anything wrong. So in her eyes, she did everything right. To top it all off, after she destroyed your relationship, she hasn't taken one step to work this out with you. As sad as it is that she has BPD, in the end it is nothing more but a welcome excuse for her for why she cheated on you and why she doesn't want to work this out. Instead of asking yourself how you can feel good again in the relationship, you should rather ask yourself, what can you do to feel good again outside of the relationship? I hope that you got tested for STDs by now. Good luck and stay strong. And the next commenter says, how did you know it was time to leave? Practically speaking, the moment when you learn that you were betrayed. As for the present now is a good time to leave as any. Why? She's still focused on her needs, not your needs or your needs as a couple. You will always come second to her. One of the effects of her disorder is that she's never happy or satisfied with me or with anything. She hates her car, her job, our house, the decorations. Whenever we fix one thing, she finds another. You will always have one more task to complete or mountain to move, and she will still not be any happier for your efforts. Is this how you want to spend your life? In service to a thankless and disloyal partner? Life is short, friend. Don't waste it on anyone who fails to appreciate you. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos, and be sure to comment below what other subreddits you want me to cover.